I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly of getting your acting career off the ground while also being a mom. Let's get after it. Having a kid is expensive. Having a kid in LA is very expensive. Having 2 kids in LA, well, you get the point. So there are times where I have to sacrifice for the good of my children. For example, am I gonna pay for diapers or acting classes? I have no family here. This puts me in a situation where I have to find someone to watch my kids while I go to an audition. There's this thing that is like this mom code with actors. Like when you show up at an audition, you like pray that there's someone who's a mom who has already gone through it, and they're like, oh, you want me to watch your kid for you while you're in there? And I'm like, yes, thank you very much. But after a while, especially after 6 months, your kid is done being passed off. So at that point, you now have to pay $30 per audition or callback. I mean, there was one time where I had 9 auditions, and that was our grocery money. But luckily I did book a job, so it's fine. Whew, we are done with the ugly. That wasn't too bad. Speaking of bad, let's get to the bad. So I have to turn down jobs in other states or turn down low budget movies. The reason why is my babysitter will make more money than I do in a day if I do a low budget film. Unless it's a low budget film that could propel my career or go to a film festival, or I'm the lead, I work it out. However, if it is a multiple day shoot or I'm out of town for a job for a few days, my mother-in-law or my mom will come into town and help my husband with the kids at home. I also have the luxury of my mom coming at least once every 2 months, which has freed me up for at least a week in order for me to do things for myself that I can finally catch up on that I haven't been able to do without help. There is less loafing time for myself. My guilty pleasures, my reality TV, my TV in general. I have less time to prepare for auditions. So I have to think fast. I have to look at the character breakdowns. I have to make choices very fast, strong choices, and I have to memorize it. But I usually spend majority of the time on the character, and I spend less time on the words because I don't have that much time. And the words aren't gonna matter if the character isn't there. So if I'm able to do the whole thing and memorize everything, then great, but I am not going to beat myself up if I mess up a line or flub a line. I'm gonna make sure my character's there, and I really only need an hour for that. I have to rearrange my auditions around school pickups, sick days, or holidays, or sleep times. Like right now, I have approximately 15 minutes to do this video because my kids are in quiet time right now. But if you happen to hear thumping or anything like that, it's because they're not being quiet. I just have them in a room for 45 minutes so that I can be able to do stuff like this and have a little bit of time for myself. They're not at the age now where they nap, but when they do nap, it's glorious. You have like 2.5 hours. What? So if I have an audition at 4 o'clock in Santa Monica and I live in North Hollywood, and I have to pick up my kids by 4:30, I have to figure out a way to swap, which thank goodness my agents were really awesome about that. But you have to think with that when you have kids. My last bad point is that I'm always interrupted. Always interrupted. I can be working on my lines. I can be trying to talk to my husband. I don't think this is quite an acting thing. I think this is just a parent thing in general. It's just constantly being interrupted while you're trying to finish a cycle of action. Mom, 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 mom. Hey mom, mom, look at this, look at this, look at this, look what I drew. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Okay, so about those bills. So what are we gonna do about it?
I want a snack.
That's my life. My necessity level went way up since having kids. So I had more drive to be able to accomplish my goals than I did prior to having children. For me to look into my kids' eyes and tell them they can do anything they want in life and they can pursue any dream they have, and then I stop pursuing my own dream, it kind of felt a little hypocritical. So I was like, okay, now I really gotta do it. I either stop or I keep going. And I chose to keep going. So here we are. I don't know what my next job is going to be. I just have faith that I'm going to book a job this month. I have made more money per year since having kids, despite not having a steady acting gig, like a series regular. My kids help me book jobs.
Mommy, my nose can't let me breathe.
I'm coming. Hey Google, good morning.
Good morning, Ashton. Your commute time is 26 minutes.
Il est 7 heures du matin.
My kids teach me acting.
Help me. What is that? And they took off their disguise and became the Super Sisters. Let's do yoga, okay?
They have such a great imagination, and I almost forget that I had an imagination just like that. And as an adult actor, it's important to preserve that childlike imagination. I watch my kids, I play with my kids, we'll play make-believe, and we'll even do like these mood drills, like, okay, say that in a happy way.
It's me, Mario.
Say that in a sad way.
I'm the bad guy. Run!
Like things like that. And it's just fun to see that you don't need all of this, what is my motivation to act? You just have to be. And that's what children do. It's the greatest acting coach I ever had. My kids give me something else to think and do besides acting. So I can have an audition and then forget about it because I have to take care of my kids. And that has this feeling of like being able to waste auditions. Just know that there's another one coming, and it almost like propels you into this like pro mentality. Like I feel like that's something that like pros do. Like they're like, okay, they audition, yeah, thank you, I did my job, all right, and they leave. Since being a mom, I am way more business savvy and organized, and I have double duty meetings. For example, if I'm gonna hang out with my friends, you better believe we're gonna go do something that I would have done anyway, but now I have someone to talk to. So we're gonna go hike Runyon Canyon. Yeah, hey girl, what's up? Whatever. Woo. How many steps are we at? Okay, 5,000. No, we gotta keep going. We need like 10,000. And then we're talking, we're chit-chatting, whatever. It makes the workout a lot easier, but guess what? My workout is done for the day and I get to hang out with my girl. And I also do that with like, if I'm having a lunch date, like I used to have lunch dates all the time. I do not have time for lunch dates. I don't have time to hang out with my friends like I used to and just like shoot the shit. Like I just don't. So if I'm gonna hang out with my friends, it's gonna be some type of double duty thing. Like, okay, cool, yeah, let's talk about how we're gonna do a millennial mom episode or whatever like that. And then we can also chit chat in between, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's always gonna be like that. It's just that my kids are still young, so it's kind of hard for me to just leave them for a long time. When my babies were younger, there were definitely times that went through my head that I thought, oh, this is all too much and I don't know that I can do it. And I did a Google search and I typed in moms who made it after having kids. I could only find two people, and that was Aretha Franklin and Taraji P. Henson. And if Aretha Franklin could do it without Google and Taraji P. Henson doing it as a single mom, then I certainly could do it in the position that I was at. And so I want to also take this time to also acknowledge other moms out there that are actors and that are doing the same thing. I want to hear your stories. Please comment below if you're a mom and you're trying to pursue your dream. I want to take this time to highlight other mothers who are also acting or modeling or producing and being a mom at the same time, so that you know that you're not the only one. Adele Talesia, who goes out all the time with her husband. Dina Bacon, mom of 7 and is an actress, and she is killing it. Her family, they're like a tribe and they all have each other's back and they're all booking. It's amazing. They are the booking family. Kina Ferguson, who booked a starring role in Tyler Perry's Sisters after she had her son. And then lastly, I'd really like to acknowledge my friend Kimberly Quigley, who's a producer of The Red Booth Show, and she has accomplished so much being a single mom of twins. And now I want to acknowledge you. It's already hard enough, this acting career of ours, and it's even harder being a mom. but it can be done. I just gave you a few examples of why that is and how that is. And you can do it too. So if you know a friend who's pregnant, who's scared, who feels like they can't pursue an artistic career, or someone who has kids, you show them this video and you say that it can be done, because it can. So thank you. Thank you for listening and going into my world. And if it's something that really resonated with you, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next week.